Vishnu Jain, petitioner in the case, is live with me on the story. Mr. Jain, what are you making of what the court has just said on, they will pronounce tomorrow on when that survey will be conducted? Your understanding of what the court has said today and your expectations?
See, there were three issues before the Honorable Court today. The first issue was about the change of Advocate Commissioner. The second issue was that whether the orders passed by the Honorable Court are clear and straight so far as this disputed structure is concerned. And the third issue was that whether the Honorable Court want to survey the disputed site themselves or whether it has to be done by the Advocate Commissioner. So far as all these three issues are concerned, we have made our submissions, and the bone of contention of our submission is that on 18th of August, on 5th of April and on 8th of April, this Honorable Court, the Varanasi Civil Judge Senior Division, has passed an order thereby directing the survey and videography of the disputed structure on Khasra number 9130. So our contention was that the orders of the Honorable Court are very clear, and the hyper-technical arguments made by the Muslim parties are with the intention to delay these survey proceedings, which is like a hindrance in the administration of justice. So all these contentions have been made. We have also sought for a clarification application this time. Seeing to the hyper-technical arguments raised by the Muslims, we have asked that we should be directed specifically to enter the basement of this mosque in question and Gyanvapi Mosque in question, which they call, and we should be allowed to enter the barricading and enter the mosque and climb the steps and everything. So all these hyper-technical arguments were made to the effect that the videographer who is doing the videography, if for the purpose of videography is taking out the dust, they have raised the objection that you are not allowed to take the dust also. So all these hyper-technical arguments of the Muslim sites have been taken into consideration by us, and for that we had moved an application and we have made our submissions, and I am hopeful that tomorrow by 12 o'clock the Honorable Court will be passing its judgment on these hyper-technical arguments.
Mr. Jain, you've seen the pictures. I'm sure India Today has accessed these pictures. We've spoken to the videographer as well. In light of these pictures that have come out, because we know that there was great opposition on the ground from the mosque panel to this videography, to the Advocate Commissioner as well. In light of these pictures that have come out, which are claimed to be, we are not experts, we are not archaeological experts, but these are claimed to be Hindu symbols, Shiva's Nandi, the lotus, etc., inside the mosque complex on the walls. In light of that, will those things come into consideration in court? Can you explain that to us?
See, definitely. I'll just explain this to you. See, whatever is there in the public domain, the court cannot take judicial notice of it, because it's a very settled principle of law that court cannot base its judgment on a newspaper report or whatever is going on a social media. So this is an exercise of bringing the evidence on record, and therefore this videography has been directed, because now the Advocate Commissioner is the eyes and the ears of the court. And whatever the Advocate Commissioner sees there, whatever the videographer sees there, all those things will be recorded and it will be put on the record of the court, on the basis of which these arguments will be started further. And let me tell you that this is not something novel. In Ram Janmabhoomi's case also, videography was done before demolition, and in 1885 in Ram Janmabhoomi's case also, the Honorable Judge themselves have gone and visited the site in question. So this is an exercise of collecting evidences. I am not saying that whatever my claim is that you believe it ex parte, and that's why in the fairness of law and in fairness of justice before the people and before everyone, the evidences should be collected. Whatever is existing at the site in question, it should be brought on record, and then the other side can argue that whether this is a valid mosque or not. But you can't say that no, this exercise of bringing and collecting evidences and putting it on record of the court will not be conducted.
Fair enough.
This is the entire,
Fair enough. One final question, Mr. Jain, is that, given the aggressive opposition to the collection of evidence and the survey and the videography, do you think that this could become a law and order situation, much worse than it is right now? I mean, right now, there is due process going on because this is court sanctioned. But given the emotive nature, sensitive nature of this entire issue, I know you are the petitioner. It's not your job to keep the peace there. But do you feel that this could be a provocative issue that is gaining credence in terms of temperature and could become and unfold as a law and order situation with a very, very communal flavor?
See, our intention is not at all to increase communal tension or communal flavors. Not at all. And therefore, whoever has spoken to me throughout on every place and on social media, I have said that if our intention was to raise communal tensions, we would have called the people to come and support us. I have not made a single call. And with a lot of sense of responsibility, I'm saying that being a lawyer of the Supreme Court, I believe in the administration of justice. And therefore, our clients, our petitioner, our legal team has knocked the doors of the court. Whatever is the statements are given by the political masters, I don't agree with that. I am a lawyer and we believe in rule of law and we believe that this dispute must be resolved by the courts.
Vishnu Shankar Jain, thanks for speaking to India Today.